Lots of chat in the media about this one.
This is sort of recent news. So NRL, quote-unquote, is looking to scrap the international round for 2023.
Yeah. Confirmed.
Oh, it's been confirmed. Confirmed. How? Why?
We all love Captain Rugby League.
Yes.
Because,
Lord and
again,
Saviour,
he gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it. And it's just everything he's done has been like, yep, right move. People have criticised, the angry men yelling at clouds have criticised the 6 again rule, record membership numbers, record television viewers.
The game is a much better product for it.
Literally.
Yeah, it's not even a question.
Besides the 5 people that actually talk about rugby league who get paid to talk about it and make people form opinions.
Gus, that's
literally
not a sin bin Gould.
Every single person
What a
is like,
idiot.
the product has been far superior with him at the helm. Is this Captain Rugby League's first wrong move?
Look, I mean, we've been pretty...
Man of the people.
We have been pretty skeptical in the past. Like, early on, it was like, well, we'll see where this is going. And it would turn out to be right. I guess we won't find out until next year, as far as the benefit of the doubt is considered. But what's the difference instead? Like, have they put it... I haven't looked into this too deeply.
They haven't really talked about alternatives.
They've just said, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Now, why is that the case?
So the first reason that I can think of... And again, there might be a media release, but I haven't seen anything like this.
So it's a bit lopsided.
Thinking, putting my Captain Rugby League hat on, they're moving Origins back to Wednesdays. So all 3 games next year are on Wednesdays.
Can live with that.
So that means that there's not really this international representative round.
Sure. Yeah.
The other thing, which I think is being either not talked about or underrated, is the fact that if you have a week off next year for all teams, there is going to be a team on either side of that is going to have the bye.
Yeah.
So there will be 2 teams that will actually get 2 weeks off if they had a international thing.
I see your point.
So I tried to do some maths and figure it out. I think it's very difficult to have 1 week you have 8 teams off because then you've only got 9 teams. So then that becomes a bye.
Yeah.
So it's really going to be hard to have like multiple teams take buys.
It's a logistics thing,
I think there's a potential for like the reason they look at it is logistically speaking, someone's going to be
catching
advantaged by this.
Advantages.
Like for example, let's say it's Melbourne, right?
Sure.
Because they got the Origin, so they get, and let's say the 2 teams that benefit the most are Melbourne and Penrith on the premise that they've got the most representative things, representative players, so they'll be out and all that sort of stuff. That logic is quite sound, but I don't want fucking Melbourne getting any more advantages than my team.
No, absolutely, I agree.
Also comes back to someone's going to have their bye in round 1, and then someone's going to have their bye in round 24,
and Magic round.
Someone's going to miss out a Magic round. So this is where the 17th team is really going to mess with a lot of scheduling-based issues.
Are they doing having half the teams not playing sort of bye weeks, or will it just
hasn't been much talk.
Rotating through because now everyone's getting a bye, couple week, getting everyone now and then? How many will there be? 2 bye weeks or 1 bye?
There's going to be a bye every week.
No. I mean, like for your team, will your team have?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Right? Okay.
They're really going to have to think about it.
Well, when was the last time this happened? Would have been before the Titans came in.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not going back that far. I mean, I'm a man. I'm 40.
I think it has to be 2 byes unless you go to a model where you just play every team once. You know what I mean? Because if there's 24 rounds and 17 teams, you're going to have multiple byes because you can't have 2 Roosters byes and then only one Tigers bye. You know what I mean? So there has to be 2, but
what is that?
How they
structure?
can
17-week game?
How does that look? And then you try and knock in an international representative round in the middle of that. Like it's really difficult to figure out. So
just give us another team. Where is
the Bears?
Fucking Firehawks
or the Adelaide Rams? Shout out,
Baba.
So yeah, I also don't want to use that as an excuse because leagues pay marketing firms, mathematicians, a lot of money to figure this shit out.
Yeah, that's not our job.
And there's so much that goes into creating, the schedule and draws. But it's a fucking hard sell. After everything that's happened.
Who misses
over
out
the
first
weekend.
week? Do they? It's like.
I'm
all
talking
on the
about
draw?
it's a hard sell to sell to the fans that we're not having international round.
Yes, especially because of how well received the crowds. We got a sellout for the first time in Mount Smart and all that blah blah blah, and it's just a great display for for the communities. The opportunities given to these lower international teams. The platforms to watch, to be able to represent your actual, home team, that kind of thing is exceptional, and it's good for New Zealand to be given an opportunity, to go home. But you've also got Origin. That's a very obviously Queensland, New South Wales Origin. It's a good opportunity for the New Zealanders to have some international exposure as well, as long as everybody else for that matter.
Oh, I think it props up the international teams because they can get into camp, they can work on things instead of just having these one-off things at the end of the year. They can actually build to something this year.
Yeah. So good opportunity for to get tuned up for that as well, even though it's a little while off. But there's a lot of positives. I'm really interested to see how they then. Yeah. So what are they just going to go back to doing international rounds after the seasons? Yeah. Probably do it teeing up towards the World Cup. We'll probably do some more. Surely there'll be some.
There'll be like warm-up games and stuff after the season, but but
in that's not going to matter next year, is it?
No, I think it's just too good to not. It was a celebration of rugby league. As much as Magic Round is, this is fucking rugby league.
Yeah,
absolutely. This weekend was rugby league, and for them to just go, no, at least be we'll try and figure something out. But
maybe we get more in the coming days. But for the time being, it's a hard sell.
It sounds like, if not confirmed, out for next year, and that's only going to be bad for rugby league.